Actually live at this
You
moment.
did
All right, so guys, this week something actually interesting has happened, and even though I am a Cubs first fan, I being from Chicago, I obviously always root for the White Sox for as well, right? And I'm not one of those guys who are like, you know what, I'm more Cubs fan, so I'd rather see the White Sox lose than the Cubs win type of crap. I was never that type of person. I despise people like that. That drove me nuts.
Oh.
I was always like, you know what? What's good for Chicago is good for Chicago. If that meant White Sox win as a Cubs fan, you know what? Kudos to them, right? So one thing I will admit, I'm actually surprised at how successful that the White Sox offseason has been. And yeah, the little small moves they have made this offseason, I think they have had a very successful offseason. Um, they went out and actually signed this superstar third baseman, Japanese player. I don't remember his name, but
I didn't know that.
they gave him, what was it, $17 million a year, I think it was, for
Oh,
this third baseman.
I didn't know that.
And if wasn't he like the all time Japanese home run king or something?
Probably not, because I think was it Sadaharu O or who, or is that the pitcher? No, it was the guy that hit more home runs even like than Babe Ruth or Barry Bonds.
Oh, I don't know.
Something
I
like
could
that?
have sworn I read that
Well,
he
that's
hit
the guy.
like 50. I thought he had like Hack Wilson numbered home runs, like 56 or something. Like I could have sworn like that's what I read. Like he was the home run king in Japan or something.
I'm gonna look it up while we're talking there.
And the
No,
White
I
Sox
got
got him.
yep, Sadaharu O. I got it right. For a minute, I dawned on me because he had 868 home runs.
No, I'm talking about. I think it was like single season home run
Oh, okay,
champion.
yeah. Because when you said, I'm like, wow, this guy's amazing, then, and he's still playing
Yeah,
baseball.
no, not the
Okay.
single season.
Yes, I need to look that up. But yeah, keep going. Single season? I actually don't know. I would assume. I was surprised they remembered O's name, but I actually don't know the Japanese, and I don't even know how long their season is. So how's it comparable to Major League Baseball?
Well, I think they definitely. Well, shoot.
Let's take a
Plus,
look.
I think the Japanese stadiums are in a whole lot closer. Plus, being domes, I mean, they don't have to worry about wind blowing their balls down and everything, so that makes things a lot easier. But
It's saying here,
I mean,
Vladimir Valentin holds the single season. Nippon
really,
home run record was 60. Is that
so I'm
right?
wondering if it's a different. Oh, maybe I misunderstood. But
Different.
I could have sworn I read that when the White Sox first signed him that they got him for like that he was the home run champion
Ooh.
in Japan, or
Okay.
maybe it was a different league or something in Japan.
Japanese
But
recently signed Japanese slugger Munetaka Murakami to a 2-year, $34 million deal. 25-year-old corner infielder played for Tokyo. He's known for his exceptional power hitting ability, having set a single season NPB record with 56 home runs in 2022, breaking the previous record held by Sadaharu O for Japanese-born players. So they're carving it out because this Valentine didn't sound like a Japanese name, and I think he's got the record. But I've never actually looked this up before. This is kind of interesting. I remembered but that was the only guy I've ever remembered. Oh my gosh. You know who's 14th all time in career home runs in Japan?
Who's that?
Tuffy Rhodes. Remember him? He's
The name
14th with 464 home runs. I'm pretty sure if it's the same guy I'm thinking of. He briefly played for the Cubs.
That's crazy.
For a minute.
Hey, man, welcome to the show.
He's 14th. Yeah, he had an extra. Okay, his only season of more than 250 at bats came with the 94 Cubs.
Well, dang.
He became the first National League player.
Matt Merton can go to Japan and become like a major slugger.
He could
have incredible success.
I didn't realize he was that successful. 464 home runs, 14th overall. But I remember I got the right guy, Carl Tuffy Rhodes. So his only season of more than 250 at bats came with the 94 Cubs. He became the first National League player to hit 3 home runs on opening day when he connected off of Dwight Gooden, the Mets. I remember that game. That's why when I saw Tuffy Rhodes, I'm like, the same Carl Tuffy Rhodes, really? Had a minute of success for the Cubs and then disappeared. Wow. 14th. So yeah, this Murakami is great. He's got the record for most by a Japanese-born player. He's only 4 behind, I guess, the record of 60. So he's right up there. But yeah, 25 years old. So who knows?
You know what's got me super excited though?
Wow.
White Sox trading Luis Robert Jr.
Yes. Why is that so exciting? I didn't follow him much. Was he
Man,
a pinching guy that didn't pan out?
I'm telling you, I think he is the most overrated player in
One of those guys.
baseball. I believe he is the most overrated player in baseball since Corey Patterson. And the difference is, I loved Corey Patterson.
Gosh,
I mean, when people were comparing Corey Patterson to the next Ken Griffey Jr., I mean, that was like like the most dramatic overshot in history.
they were so
But
close. He was only 630 home runs away, I think, or something. Or whatever.
but at least I was a fan of Corey Patterson. But oh my God, like the obsession, the overglazing of Luis Robert Jr. I just don't get it. This obsession about he's such a 5 tool player. Where he
That's
had
just what they
one
said
good
about Corey, right? Oh, he's
yeah.
got like 75 tools. He's a 102
And
player.
he had one good season. What was it? I think 22 or 23. I think he put up like 38 home runs.
Ooh,
But
that's pretty good.
the last couple of years, he's been a 14 home run hitter. And yes, you're going to argue, well, he's been injured this and he's been injured that.
Well,
whenever I watch a White Sox game and I see the ball drop in front of him, it drops. They are very catchable balls in play, right? For a guy who's a 5-star outfielder, 5-tool player, and he should be able to catch those balls with little to no effort with his speed. And
was it effort? I assume it wasn't speed then, right? Speed doesn't,
no, the lack of effort. Just he'd rather play it safe and let the balls drop in front of him, right? So, so yeah, I mean, it's just someone I just did not feel earned the $20 million paycheck that the White Sox picked up for the 26th season, and trading him to the Mets.
Well, the Mets going to do it.
I think with the Mets, I feel like with the Mets roster build, I think he's going to do a lot better. I don't think he's going to be no 40 home run hitter in Citi Field, but I think he'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 25 home runs. Luckily, he doesn't have to carry the White Sox offense, so that's the thing. I mean, I feel like he'll be more in a 60. If he's a 60, 65 RBI guy, for that team, it'll suffice. Not valuable for a $20 million paycheck, of course, but it'll be enough to balance that roster. But when you're putting $20 million for a 60 RBI guy on a White Sox team that has no run producers, for somebody you're expecting to drive in 125, no, I mean, come on. There's no chance for success with that team. So I don't really know much about what they got back in return. I think Ronald Acuña's brother was one of them.
Okay.
So
Stu Acuna or Jim? Tim? I don't know his name.
I forgot his name, but
I think of a funny first name.
I'm actually hoping that it's going to kind of turn into like a Fernando Tatis type of deal, and the junior Acuna is going to turn out just like his brother, essentially, right? And it's going to be like a Padres trade with the White Sox, and they would basically get the Fernando Tatis Jr. in the deal.
Where did they get Luis Robert? Wasn't he a trade before that the Sox traded away some people to get him years ago?
I thought he was a international free agent signing.
Oh, he was? Okay, I couldn't remember. It felt like he was like I don't know.
I thought so.
Traded for getting rid of some talent dump because they did that a couple years ago. I know.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really follow the White Sox, so unfortunately, I am one that kind of roots against the White Sox. I didn't care like you until I had too many White Sox fans give me crap being a Cub fan. So I'm like, okay, that's it. But so you're excited about them trading him away. It seems kind of weird. I guess depends on the. Does it open up a spot for somebody? On the White Sox or something like that?
Shoot, I'd rather see Mike Tauchman play center field than to see Robert Jr. back out there. Mike Tauchman is actually.
Is he still?
Yeah, well, he was on the White Sox last year.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was still there.
I mean, I don't know if he was re-signed, if it was a 1-year deal or not, but
yeah.
And I was surprised to find out that for like the last 3-4 years or something, what was it? On base percent or something like that. I mean, you for like the top 10, 11 hitters, you have the usual suspects, right? But like then you had Mike Talkman's name right below them. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're talking Otani and Judge and Juan Soto and Bryce Harper, right? We're talking those type of
One of
guys,
these names
and
is not
then
like the
and
other.
then and then Mike Talkman's name's right below it. Like, right, what? Like, how does Mike Talkman fit like right in that group of guys?
Yeah.
And that's who the Cubs let walk. But come on, you're telling me you couldn't find a spot for him?
Did they trade him, or did they cut him, or did they just not re-sign him? I
He
can't
was
remember.
he was a free agent,
It was
and he
free.
signed with the White Sox.
That was nice though that he didn't really have to move if he had moved to the Chicago area. That would suck, being a baseball player and then or any athlete, and all of a sudden you try to set a route somewhere.
In the stream.
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of a heart. I couldn't quite tell what that emoji was. Like a heart with hands. You think is that what that is? That's some interesting emoji. What does it say? Face red heart shape. I don't know. Tell me much. There's some cool emojis down here.
Yeah, I feel like today's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream. Today, we were having a lot of good time. Having a lot of good time. Well, that's good. That's good grammar. We're having fun. Oh man, I'm getting tongue tied. We're having a fun time watching some really good movies over on Hulu today.
Oh, what's watching?
Josh Hartnett is actually back in movies, and it's been a long time since I've seen a Josh Hartnett movie.
Did he go somewhere?
But he actually does a really good freaking Liam Neeson impression as a damn badass, man.
All right.
So I think the movie's called Fight or Flight, and he's like this former. Not what was he? Not CIA or FBI. What was he? He was he's like this. Not what was he? Not.
That was weird. My monitor speakers turned on. I was playing around with my keyboard. That must be the. Oh, that is the volume toggle. But I didn't know because I had them all disabled. Like it must have undisable and turn it up. Then all of a sudden I could hear you like twice, but in distorted stereo. That was weird.
No, he was like a former Secret Service agent, and he ended up. On one of his details, he ended up beating up the guy that he was supposed to protect because he was trying to rape a girl, basically. So the guy that he was protect, he ended up beating him up because of that. Let his morals get in the way. Good for him. He did the right thing, but he was blacklisted, and then you have all these, acronyms coming after him. So
acronyms.
Well, this hacker or whatnot, is found in Thailand, or
Katie Sackhoff is in there, huh?
Damn, is that who that was? The blonde chick?
It lists her.
Yes.
I haven't seen this movie yet, so I was just kind of like looking while you're talking about
it. I assume you're looking at IMDb or something.
Technically, I went to Wikipedia, but I'm surprised. Normally, Google sends me IMDb, but yeah.
I knew she looked familiar. I just couldn't picture it. I think that's exactly who it is because I remember her from Bionic Woman.
Did she have like a? Of course, it's been a while since I've seen her and stuff. Maybe she's aged a little, or did she have a mask or something on Fight or Flight?
I mean, I wouldn't have like recognized her otherwise. Like if somebody mentioned the name, like I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like.
Oh, I get what you mean. It looks like she has a brunette hair in this one because I'm watching the trailer. Yeah, you can kind of tell now that it's her. Now that I know it's her, yeah, okay. But it's not her traditional role. She's like wearing a suit. It looks like all the time, and she's talking on a headset. She must be running some kind of spy agency.
Yeah, she's like one of the CIA agents.
Yeah,
but as a federal agent, I mean, Josh Hartnett does an absolutely freaking fantastic job. I mean, as a freaking martial artist, like he absolutely kills it.
He looks weird with blonde hair, though, doesn't he? He looks a little weird. That blonde hair, doesn't it? It's just different.
Yeah, he does. And we followed up by watching a movie. I think it was called C3 or no, I'm sorry, Code 3. Code 3. It's a show about a paramedic or a
Rainn Wilson. The Office guy, Rainn Wilson's in that.
Yeah.
I need to see that. I was flipping through Facebook and he posted something. I don't know why he shows up in my feed. I think it's the number one movie on Hulu, maybe, or something like that right now. Number one most watched or something. Comedy, looks like.
I mean, we wouldn't really call it a comedy, but yeah, it's
rated R.
I mean, it's has its moments, I would say.
Amy Guerrero. Rob Riggle, okay.
But
Yeah, and Yvette Nicole Brown from like Community and stuff. I think it's also on Hulu. For some reason, I don't remember this guy. Is it Glenn Powell is his name? He's been in a couple stuff now. All of a sudden, I watched. I don't remember from before, but The Running Man. Did you know they remade The Running Man?
yeah,
So,
we were talking about the other day. I still haven't watched anyone.
oh, okay. I think that's on Hulu. Oh, did we talk? And then we did. Did we talk about Chad Powers? Have you heard this show? It's just like 6 episodes. It's a TV show. I think also on Hulu. Have you ever
I'm
seen
not
this
sure.
where? And I think the Mannings are behind it. And I've seen at least Eli do this skit a few times. He pretends to be a walk-on like a college or small college or high school team, but dressed up in an like a disguise so they don't know it's Eli Manning. And he proceeds to like ball out, because I mean even Eli Manning is like a tremendous athlete quarterback compared to the small town college. And you can like pan over to the quarterback who's like, oh crap, there goes my job kind of thing. Well, they made a whole show based upon that kind of concept, and he plays the quarterback who's like disgraced, and then he kind of flops out. He has a bad moment in college. I think he was about ready to win the Rose Bowl and probably the national title, and something happened, and then he kind of slumming around, and then all of a sudden some small Georgia university needed a quarterback, so he gets in a disguise and walks on to be quarterback. It kind of hooked me in, and I was really getting into it, and then it abruptly ended for season after 6 episodes. So I'm like, oh well, that sucked. And then later on, I think either before or after that, I saw The Running Man. I'm like, well, that's the same freaking guy. He's everywhere now. All of a sudden, I don't remember seeing this Glenn Powell before, and now he's in everything I watch. That's kind of interesting. I'm catching up on Tulsa King today, so I'll probably go back to that. I kind of forgot season 3 came out. You ever watch that show? You ever watch?
No, but you know what?
With Sylvester
My wife and
Stallone?
I have started watching probably a few weeks ago. Even though we started watching like 2-3 weeks ago, we've only made it like 7 or 8 episodes.
Oh, Tulsa King?
No, Last Man on Earth. I mean, it's okay, but like it's not for a show that's only 20 minutes long. It's not something like you can sit there and binge watch. Like I'm really like it's really a hard show to watch for me.
It's older now, right? And it's ironically named because very quickly he's no longer the last man on Earth, right? I thought they were going to explore that, and then doesn't he immediately get like a lady show up?
Yeah, within like the second episode, I think, or at the end of the first.
He's immediately not the last man on Earth. I'm like, well, I wish they would have explored that a little bit, right?
And then there's a guy by like episode 3 or 4, and I'm like, well, come on, at least like you said, be the last person on Earth for a season or something.
Yeah, more than like 20 minutes.
I mean, come on. Tom Hanks made an enjoyable movie for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true. And then pretty soon he finds, I forget her name in real life. Was it her name Carol or whatever? And they eventually like, well, we better repopulate the planet if it's just us two. And then all of a sudden these other ladies show up, and he's like, well, maybe I want to change my mind. I'm like, oh, he gets into his issues with that. Have you gotten that far, or did I blow it?
We've only made it to the part where the 2 new girls show up, and he kind of hides them from the rest of the group, and they just caught him where they're driving along and they kind of intersect. And like, he's my husband. Like, that's where we left off, and I'm like,
okay, yeah. So
this guy is really a freaking prick.
He is.
Like, how can you make a show where your main character is probably so much freaking fan hated? Like how did anybody enjoy this show? Like, how did anybody gravitate towards this guy? Like literally he's a freaking prick.
he very much so. And I think that's definitely what he was in real life too, of course.
What's
his name? I'm trying to think of the guy's name. He was like on SNL and stuff. Very, very good comedic actor though, who plays that dude.
Will Forte is the guy. In Last Man on Earth, right?
Will Forte. That was pretty good. Yeah,
that's his name on The Last Man on Earth. So the guy from SNL. Well, he was he the?
That's at least his actor name, Will Forte. Yeah, I don't remember what his name was.
Will Arnett.
No, it's Will Forte. You got it. It's Will Forte. Yeah, he pronounces it that way. It's spelled kind of like Forte.
Or Will Arnett is the guy from. Which one is which? I forget which one is which.
I'm pretty sure Will.
I just know the 2 actors because of the brother Solomon. So I get them kind of mixed up.
Will Arnett. That sounds familiar. Is that? Oh yeah, that's the he does the Lego Batman voice amongst other things. Yeah, Will Arnett. Okay.
So Will Arnett is the guy from Last Man on Earth.
No, Will Forte is the man. Last Man on Earth and SNL.
Oh. So Will Arnett is.
He's been on stuff.
What Blades of Glory.
Yeah, he was it in Arrested Development? I think he got a big play in that. He does the voice of Lego Batman. If you've seen some of the Lego movies, it's pretty funny. He does a good Lego Batman. In fact, I think he hosted that Lego show for a season. Well, maybe more than
Wait,
that.
what's happening, Lance?
BoJack Horseman. I still need to see that. Arrested Development. He plays Sweet Tooth's voice in Twisted Metal. Have you ever seen that show?
No, I don't think so.
On Peacock, it's based on a video game. The guy who plays Sweet Tooth is Samoa Joe, the wrestler.
Cool.
I mean, he acts. He does the acting, the movie.
Yeah.
But I guess Will Arnett does the voice, which you can tell when he talks. You're like, yeah, that's Will Arnett doing the voice. It's interesting that they decided to do that. I'm kind of looking at his. I'm like, he's been in other stuff. I just dropped a blank. But yeah, Will Forte it does a pretty good job. Is that it almost reminds me of some of the Seinfeld type situations they get in, or Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David. He gets himself in these terrible situations of his own doing, right, with his own poor decision making. Just in the context in this case is The Last Man on Earth. But unfortunately, it didn't really have an ending. It got canceled prematurely, but I don't know if you really expect it since it is kind of a half-hour comedy show. You're like, well, it'll go until nobody watches it anymore. I think it was on Fox because I actually watched it when it premiered. I watched it back in the day. Is that on Hulu, you said?
Yeah. My wife and I, we're watching it on Hulu right now as well. Like I said, it's not something we even watch every single day. We would just, hey, if we can't find anything else to watch, we might pop that on.
It's a nice
she even has Beast Games back on again. Like, I'm like, why do you watch this junk? It's like one of the lamest things ever. But what I do find fascinating, Beast Games did intermingle with Survivor in one of the last couple episodes, and I'm like, what, that was fun.
Beast Games.
So now we might have to kind of start watching Survivor again at some point. Because I can't even remember the last season of Survivor we watched.
Oh, it's Mr. Beast, huh? That's where they get it from?
Mm-hmm.
And there's something going on with him, like he's getting sued or he is suing or something. I don't even know. I've never seen this, Beast Games. I don't watch a lot of reality TV. So I've never gotten into Survivor or American Race. I've heard they're
down, Morty. Morty down.
Got a guest on the show. Beast. Trying to think, it seemed like there's a few good movies. Or maybe TV shows. I still need to watch Landman.
Hey.
I've heard good things about that show. I never did finish Yellowstone, unless there's a lot of Taylor Sheridan stuff. But Tulsa King, I think the whole season 3 came out, so catching up on that.
You want to know what? I just what I saw the other day.
Pocket or nothing.
That Carlos Beltran, he selected the Houston Astros to go in. He chose them as his team to wear his baseball cap for his Cooperstown plaque, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't know. I'm not happy with that. I kind of feel like, he came up with the Kansas City Royals, and I think some of his better seasons came with the Royals. I feel like, in my opinion, he was a Kansas City Royal.
Okay. At least you didn't say Mets. At least you didn't say New York Mets. I thought we were going to angle for that. I'm like, no.
I mean, a lot of people would say Houston Astros. A lot of people might say New York Yankees. A lot of people might say New York Mets. He had awesome seasons for a lot of different teams. But to me, I feel like he started with the Royals. He had a lot of phenomenal seasons with the Royals. That, to me, if anyone should have been the team, he should have gone in with. But it's funny that he chose the Astros, and it's odd that he would say something like, oh, it's nice that I get to go in as both an AL and an NL team. And I'm like, I wonder if that's why you did that, so that you could be the first person to say that on your plaque. Kind of did a Wade Boggs thing.
I mean, that's just dumb luck because the Astros moved. But is that the reason why? Did he say actually why he chose the Astros of all?
I saw one of the quotes. Now, did he say that? I didn't see an actual interview or anything, but I saw it in one of the Facebook quotes. So. Now, was that a legitimate quote? I don't know. Like, I didn't see Jeff Passan or anyone say it, but if that's the reason, like I said, that's why I hated Wade Boggs' decision to go in as a Tampa Bay Devil Ray. He played one season for Tampa Bay. I don't know. But like he's like, he went in as Tampa Bay because he wanted to be the first person to go in for that organization. I'm like, that's lame.
It is. It's very lame.
Yankees, Red Sox. I mean, some amazing seasons, and you went in as a freaking Devil Ray.
Yeah, of all the teams to choose, Mr. Perfect probably saved his life once. They used to be good friends. Have you ever heard that story? They're apparently out hunting, maybe in Minnesota. They're out hunting together, and I think somehow Boggs, maybe they climbed over a barbed wire fence or something like that, and he cut his leg open or something like that, and it looked like he was going to bleed out in the field. And apparently Hennig picked him up and carried him back to the truck and drove him to a hospital. And he always said he saved his life. I was like, cool. Wow. That's kind of interesting. You could see that because, Hennig was always in pretty good shape as a wrestler. Because you imagine carrying, and Wade Boggs, he was an athlete, so it's not like he was a small dude, but apparently he carried him. And they were probably a couple miles away from the truck because they're out, hunting. They weren't shooting from the truck or nothing. I assume it was a truck. I don't remember where I heard that story, but I was like, it's interesting to hear the other side of Kurt, and he was also apparently a prankster. Like he'd do a lot of, what do they call them, ribs on the people in the locker rooms and stuff. In fact, I think did he do something? You ever heard about that plane ride from hell for the WWE? That's literally what they call it. They had a whole Dark Side of the Ring episode on it. Apparently, the wrestlers are goofing off a European tour, the WWF, and they're flying home. So it was a long plane ride, and I think they were on the tarmac for a long time for whatever reason. I can't remember why, if there was a plane equipment malfunction. And they ran through the whole liquor, while they were waiting. I think they ordered 2 more or something like that, so you could tell.
I kind of feel like there's something with Andre and liquor.
Well, I don't think he was on this one, but he could have drank it all by himself and been okay. But these guys were, even though they're big, were smaller than Andre, but apparently they had a wild time. Ric Flair was there. I think Hennig was there. I don't think Andre was, though. I don't remember what year this was, but it was a Dark Side of the Ring episode. It was pretty good. I don't remember at the time when it happened, but I think a few people lost their job. Razor Ramon was there because, in fact, I think he was definitely on drugs at the time, one of his bad periods. But apparently, I think that WWE, if they got sued or they had to pay for damages, it was a pretty bad flight. The stewardesses and people that ran it, they wouldn't clean it up. In fact, they had to call in a special hazmat type of thing to clean it up. I guess all the mess they made. The people that ran that plane did not want to clean it up, and it was like a special plane. They weren't taking commercial, right? It was like a special plane you rent for sports teams or the rich and famous and powerful and that sort of thing, right? It was not a regular jet you or I might be on, but yeah, I think Hennig was on there. A bunch of the guys were on there, but a lot of ribs. A few fights got into. I think Ric Flair appeared pantsless and did the helicopter at one point. Like, oh, okay, Flair knows how to party,
That's awesome. And I kind of want to backtrack. So kind of ask this question.
Forget about Wade Boggs. I can't believe that you reminded me that he went in as
Wade Boggs.
It's amazing.
Hey, I think he was the first guy, and I could be wrong, but I think he was the first guy to hit a home run on his 3,000th hit. So, how often is that, though?
Yeah, that's got to be pretty rare.
And
especially because he wasn't a home run hitter per se, right? He didn't hit.
No. So, how amazing was that, though? So, that was freaking cool. That was cool as hell to see that. But
trivia question.
So, I think Carlos Beltran was on the Mitchell Report, and obviously we all know about the whole Astro cheating scandal. Everybody can overlook that. They can overlook the pad use, and they can elect him into the Baseball Hall of Fame. What the hell is going on with Roger Clemens? What's going on with guys like Andy Pettitte and Mike Mussina? What's going on with freaking Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa? What's going on with Alex Rodriguez?
There are better players held out of the Hall than him that were also on the same report. So why are you letting him in, right?
Absolutely.
Was it because he didn't look egregiously bad like the other guys? Who like Barry Bonds' head got bigger and all that. Mark McGwire was already big and got bigger. Is that why? Did people perceive him as not quite as much of a cheater because he wasn't quite as big as the others? I don't know. Why does he get a pass? That's an interesting point.
When I was in my second deployment, kind of going off topic, but it kind of resonates a little bit. But I don't know if they were intentionally helping each other out, like the folks in the S1 shop. And the S1 is the office that handles all of your awards.
Oh,
so
okay.
So they handle your awards, your certifications, your points. So in order to, your points are basically what what allots you your promotions.
How do you earn these points? Just by doing a good job, going above and beyond? Is it like a
What
quote
you
unquote regular
score
thing?
on your physical fitness test,
Oh.
what you score on your weapons qualification test, what you get on your grenades qualifications, what you get on what do you call them? Long distance. What do you call that? Damn. The
Long
damn.
distance.
I forget long distance. Something. I forget what they call it. Those courses. But those courses, you're at your education gives you points. When you go to the board, that's like another 150 points right there.
Hmm.
So to max out in the Army is 800 points. So you go to the board, you max out. That's 150 points. Think 150 points out of 800.
It's a
So
big chunk. What happens at 800 points then?
I mean, if you're an enlisted soldier, 800 points. Now let's say my MOS was 92 Alpha. I worked the warehouse. So let's say for E5 sergeant to reach E5, because there's so many 92 Alphas in the Army, you gotta, let's say the points are 792. So you basically have to max out 800 just to reach E5. So you reach E5 at 800 points, you're pretty much guaranteed to reach staff sergeant, sergeant first class, etc. You basically just have to have years of service. You got to go to ANOC, you got to go to BNOC, and then go to ANOC, which is different schools you got to go to. BNOC for staff sergeant, ANOC for sergeant first class school, stuff like that. Now, if you go to like drill sergeant school, stuff like that, you go to airborne, air assault. I mean, obviously, stuff like that is going to help you get promotions in the military as well. But your actual education, I mean, that gives you, I think education gives you like 200 points. So that right there was a huge thing that was holding me back when I was in the Army.
Very mathematical though. Very
correspondence. That's the damn word I was looking for. Correspondence courses.
Oh, okay.
Correspondence courses, I think, were like 200 points, and I think that was like a good chunk of my. I maxed out correspondence courses, so I was good on that. I think I maxed out. I maxed out on wards, so I was good on that. PT, I sucked. Weapons, I sucked, so I could never max out that stuff. But
couldn't get enough points there.
My promotion board, I did really well on. So, I mean, I just needed to hit points, and I would have. I would have gotten higher, but when it came time to get out of the Army, what was more important, staying in the Army or taking on this new job that was going to help, support my family much better. When it turns out, if I look back at nowadays, I should have just stayed in the freaking Army, because with benefits, with the actual medical benefits, I basically was making what I was making outside the Army, being overseas. So It didn't really make sense. With the first job. I mean, obviously later on when I went to Afghanistan, that was different, but
it's interesting because there are promotions you can work your way up, but I didn't really think about it being like a regular job, right? Job promotions. Very points based though. I don't know if I've ever had a job that was very right. You're in points for this and that and the other thing to work on promotions. Sounds a very Army way to do it, doesn't it? You earn points rather than like, a lot of times it's competitive, right? Okay, so you both want to be sergeant or whatever, go out there and do sergeanty things. I don't know what kind of job interview that would be, but do they have job interviews in the Army at a certain point if you're going out for stuff? Can you do that?
I mean, your interview is like Soldier of the Month board, your promotion boards. I mean, that's your interview, so to speak.
So for a promotion, you might get interviewed.
That's your interview.
I didn't know because or are they competitive? Can you go for a promotion against other folks and they only choose one or two?
I mean, if you're going for a promotion board, I mean, it's not competitive. It's not like 10 people are going up to a promotion board and only one person could get promoted. If 10 people are going to a promotion board, all 10 people can get that promotable status.
Gotcha.
It's about getting to be promotable.
Yeah. So they won't turn you away if all 10 of you are qualified or 5 of you are qualified.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's got to be. I mean, actually, that's not true either. There might have to be slots available. Like if you got to be a squad leader and you got to be a staff sergeant to fill that squad leader role, if anything, they might have to give you orders to move you to a different unit if they require that slot. So
okay, so that's a little like how the private sector a lot of times does it. Yeah, they talk
so
about
that could be a possibility. So not necessarily.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because everybody has a budget, and the Army's no different. But so a lot of it comes down to, hey, we can only promote one person that's competitive, or like you said, your team can have 6 people, your area, your suite, however your business is divided, your department has a certain head count, and you have to justify getting a new person. So of course you hold on to that head count, right?
Yeah.
Even if they're qualified to do something else, but
yeah, like for me, Alpha Company might have had like 6 or 7 sergeant first classes in my company, but we only have 3 platoons, so that's only 3 platoon sergeants. So what happens to all the extra sergeant first classes?
So that is
eventually
important.
They get bumped over to headquarters, so they go to HHC. So I mean, it's not like they may not even get bumped out of the unit completely. Go into a completely different base, or let's say we were in 4th ID. Maybe they go to 1st Cav or something. They might just go to a different company. So it's not like it's, like I said, out of the unit or anything. So,
but at least they won't get stopped from become a platoon sergeant just because you don't have another platoon that needs leadership.
Yeah.
So if they're qualified to be platoon sergeant, you get platoon sergeant, whether there's a platoon for you to lead yet or not. It's interesting.
Oh, we got a lot of messages I'm missing.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Apparently, there's a Saturday Night's Main Event. I just got an email from Peacock this afternoon. I didn't even know. I haven't been watching wrestling regularly, so I think Bum's going to try to do a watch along, so I might check that out.
Oh, Hogan is taking the tournament.
Lance, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Last day of the tournament's tomorrow, right? That's good.
Yeah. So Lance,
be square.
You are a little bit behind on the tournament, so I'm glad that you're still watching, buddy. Hopefully, hoping you are enjoying the tournament.
Don't ruin the ending.
This is the 4th. Well, shoot, man. I might already be ruining it for him because all of my videos have exactly who's in that video. So all he has to do is look at each video to see who's in there.
That is true.
So with each video, especially when you start getting into the later rounds, round 5, round 6, round 7, he can see exactly who's left over. So, hey, man, hey, Lance, hopefully you are watching the order, and I'm not ruining it for you, but
don't really think of it.
If you have peeked ahead, hopefully you can still watch it in order and still enjoy it. But just to see kind of how it went. But yes, guys, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Sunday morning. The semifinals, round 6 / round 7, the finals will air tomorrow. That is the last of the LJN tournament. This may be the end of my tournaments.
I like tournaments.
I mean, it's been fun. I would love to come back at the end of 2026 and make year 5. My goal when I started making this tournament, year 4, I wanted at least 250 views per video. That was my goal.
Okay.
And
what are you getting?
I'm averaging between like 50 to 75 views.
Is that higher or lower than normal, though? I mean, you want 250, but is it down from normal or up? Is it at least up or is it trending down?
I mean, some videos they're at 100, some videos are like 140, some videos are like 125, some videos are like 40. So it's
what about compared to the other videos, your other tournament videos? Is it about the same?
I mean, it's hard to tell because like I said, back when I was at like 50 subscribers, my videos just like over the course of like 1 or 2 days. Like I'd say after about 3 days, I stopped counting views because I focus on like the newest video.
Right.
And I would post like a video like every 2 or 3 days, every 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, something like that. So once I post a new video, I stopped counting the views of the old video. But like if I had 25 views or viewers or subscribers, 50 subscribers, something like that, 75, like I would get like between 200 to 300 views over the course of 1 to 2 days.
Okay.
So it's like the more subscribers I got, the less views I got.
That's weird. YouTube still counts it, even if like I watched the video 3 years from now, it still counts as a view for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no clock, there's no expiration. Yeah.
No.
I've never thought about monetization and all that stuff. I knew that's where Google is just one big advertising company that does other stuff. Oh yeah, they have smart home devices and this and that, but it's really all about advertising and making money off. That's all it is. That's all Google is. Same, really, that's all Facebook is too now. But so I know that's what they're doing. I just didn't know how it worked because I've never tried to monetize that in Google.
Yeah.
Create content that. Oh, did I miss? No, I guess that's not on. There's a Whatnot show, and he's going to have a bunch of like BRGs and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Rogan, what's going on, bud?
Okay. Looks
Welcome
like
back to the show, man.
7:30 Central.
For the Whatnot show? Yeah, I don't think I'd ever buy anything on that.
I bought like one of the demolition BRGs from Knick. He does a lot of shows. That's where I kind of get pissed at them because they're all about the secondary market and they're part of the problem. They're scalping them.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you sell it on your website, you turds? But I wanted so I'm kind of getting sick of them. I'm like, man, maybe I should stop buying BRGs, but I still kind of like a lot of figures, even the crappy ones. As long as I can do the pre-order. It's the in-stock drops that that go quickly. But I don't think I've ever missed. Well, I haven't missed an in-stock drop that that would go quickly. But I know like the Macho Man USA one went very quick. I was just dumb luck. I got that one.
You know, I'm pissed off at myself that I wasn't an asshole and didn't buy 25 of those King Hakus.
Have you seen that? Group's getting toxic on Facebook because there's a lot of bunch of turds out there saying, well, you should have bought one. I'm like, you're over there buying 10 of them to sell. You're the problem, fucko.
I mean, I
want to buy like 10 of them and sell them at MSRP, not scalp them. Like, see,
and you know what? That's the thing. I'm like, I'm seeing people on eBay right now, and like I saw one on eBay the other day, on auction, and this was like. This was yesterday afternoon, and it was like at $122.
It was released 3 weeks ago, right? January 1st. It's not worth that. I mean, it's worth what somebody will pay for it, and I feel bad somebody's paying for it. It's not that great a figure. Save your money. Buy something else.
I'm like $122. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like,
it's ridiculous.
I mean, so this is where I'm at. I'm like, I don't want to be the type of person to go out and buy a bunch of figures and ruin the opportunity for somebody else to get something. But
right. If it's a pre-order, that's different. But these
yeah, of course.
All
but
I had was 1,000 at the same time, right? That was it.
You see that, he's like, you just know someone else is doing that exact same thing, and it's like you're mad at yourself because it's like you're not getting that money, but you're happy with yourself because you're not screwing someone else over.
That's what I thought about buying them, but I'm too lazy to sell. Buying them and then selling them at the same price that Cluck Major. It's like going and be like, I'm going to buy 500 of them or something and sell them for the same price. I have to charge them shipping, unfortunately, so it'll be a little higher, but just to screw with the scalpers. But I'm too lazy. I don't even buy two. I buy one. Right? I don't like opening my one. I don't even care. Keep one mid. So the people that buy two, okay, because they're going to open one and they keep one. That makes sense. But these people buying 5 and 10, and if you pre-order 5 and 10. You kind of are providing a service because there are people like me that missed a lot of pre-orders, right? I wasn't into wrestling collecting even as far as probably this time last year. I wasn't even into wrestling figure collection yet. So anything before that I missed. You know, like the fancy, I paid a little extra to get the face painted Andre the Giant because I wanted to get a BRG Andre the Giant compared to Latuni, and I got a decent deal for him because a lot of times he's still over $100, but I got him for less than 100. So I paid scalper prices, but really they provided me a service because I missed the pre-order, and the pre-order was the order, right? They didn't make any extra, so that was the only way I can get him was in the secondary market. But Haku was just released like 5 seconds ago. Like, come on, $200? That's egregious.
But here's the thing: if I go out and I pre-order Series 3 Marty Jannetty, and I pre-order 10 of them, and they're $50 a piece, and I paid $500.
Right.
And today I'm selling all 10 of them on eBay, and I'm charging you $200 each on them. I mean, that's ridiculous, right?
It's still pretty egregious. It's not that great a figure for one, and it's just Marty Jannetty, but still, that's egregious. I mean, even the Demolition series Series 3. Is that why he was rare? He was a pre-order back in the day. Marty Jannetty.
Which one?
The Marty Jannetty fig, was he a pre-order?
Marty, well, he was pre-order for all of Series 3. Well, all of Series 3 were pre-order.
Yeah. So see, once again, at least if you're buying the 10, you're providing me a service because now I can buy it from you because I missed the pre-order. I wasn't in figure collecting, but $200, I'm gonna pass. I don't even want the Series 2 Demolition for like $200 a piece for total, and they're a much better figure than the Marty Jannetty, and a much better wrestler. Right? I don't really care for Marty that much.
I love Marty. Like I love Marty Jannetty. He's like one of my top 10.
And some
top
people
10
do.
favorites.
And somebody might give you the $200 for it. So what am I to say you can't sell it for $200 if someone paid $200 for it? Yeah, it is what it is. There are collectors out there of all shapes and sizes that have the disposable income. They don't mind because they missed that figure like me, maybe. Yeah. But
when I first started getting big other guys, I was only getting one figure at a time for the first like 4 series or so. So like up until I think Series 5, that's when I started getting duplicates. So I mean, I was missing a lot of the early stuff. I've only gotten a couple of figures in the early first 4 series. So it sucks that if I wanted to go back today and get like a suited $1 million, or I'm sorry, $1 million, a suited Ric Flair or another Marty Jannetty or something like that, that we'd have to pay like $200, $250 for that stuff. I'm like, come on.
You do have one of each, the suited Flair and the.
Yeah, I have all those from the very beginning.
See though, and that's why I think people need to start scrambling to sell them, because if there's somebody like me who's a collector, I'm not going to care anymore. They're going to re-release the Andre, at least in the black singlet, and they're going to re-release the Flair. The suited Flair, they're coming back out. I haven't really announced it, but there's a Canadian website that's already got them on pre-order. And apparently people are saying, yeah, I think they're going to fix some color. Were there color problems with those figures or something like that?
I didn't notice anything. Like, I enjoyed mine.
But apparently they're re-releasing them, so I'm like, well, okay, I'll just wait. Why would I pay scalper prices for a suited Ric Flair? The figure looks kind of weird to me anyways. Or I would like another Andre BRD to compare the Latunis. Right. I'm not going to pay $150 for the black singlet Andre. Especially, his figure's just, it's okay. You know, I've got the painted one, and it's an okay figure. I still prefer the Latunis probably. But I'll just wait for them to release it properly then. I'll pay my $50 or whatever. You know, I'm not going to pay that much. Do you like Bumpkins? So
yeah, I'm gonna go through some of the comments myself here.
Yeah, Bummy Jannetty would be a cool fig. Yeah, because we got Lance and Bum in there talking. We got Corey. I see an appearance. Yeah, that's next Friday, Dale. Jen, I think right next Friday is the Series 2 pre-order.
So figure something.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
All right.
Turn over 2 matches on each. And Bum has a for you.
Yeah, I missed a lot of Bum Shadow comments here. I'm just catching up.
Bummy Jannetty. Kelvin's here. We need to have quick choices for Kelvin. Make him make some choices and some decisions. A King Ox Baker. That'd be kind of interesting. I switched doing unboxing live because most get 60 views on the episode. Always getting for the views. Bum needs to show more of his bum, and then he'll get more views, I think, right? Isn't that? Or his feet? What are the OnlyFans kids into nowadays? Feet pics or something? What do they do? Feet.
So Corey was asking about new LJNs, new Mattel LJNs as part of future favorite LJN tournaments. I don't know, man. Like they keep releasing the exact same old school figures, so like that's why it's so difficult to include Mattels with the new style.
So like if you're doing Series 1, do you say like here's the original Hogan and here's the re-release, and which one's better? Are they different enough that you can probably the original is better because it's the original and it's nostalgic? I don't know.
Plus, where does it end? Like, do we include Latuni? Do we include Big Rubber Guys as well?
Yeah, right.
I think the same argument's been made. Like if I'm including like Ram Treasures and all these other customs, why not? And I'm like, you know what? It would make sense. Plus, a lot of these other LJNs, even some of my favorites that I've had participants, I just simply know won't win. Yeah, I could swap them out and make a tournament different from past tournaments. So it would be interesting, I think. But would people tune in though? Would it make any shed of difference compared to what I've been putting out even from this tournament? Because I think this tournament has been fantastic, but still not quite. I actually think more people voted that they wanted to see an LJN tournament than actually tune in to watch. And that's
Oh,
That's sad.
bunch of liars out there, you're saying? I really want to see this tournament. I'm going to go watch something else for the next 5 weeks.
No, I think it's just more that I think a lot of people who might be new, who don't know what a Waddy's channel entails.
It could be good.
So,
For
like,
monetization,
why is this asshole talking so damn much?
Oh.
This isn't what I signed up for.
Is that it?
No.
Well, for monetization, do you need a per view viewers per video, or is it just total views? What's the
I
best
think
case here?
it's I think it's views, but I think it's also watch hours. I think watch time is also
So
included.
you can just make it up in volume then, right? You don't have to concentrate. I mean, it sucks. You'd rather have 200 views per video, but if you had 2 videos at 100 views, it's the same as one at 200 views, I take it?
Yeah, and I think it's also about ads as well.
But like 4 at 50 views is the same as 1 at 200 views, video-wise? You see what I'm getting at? Can you make it up in volume? Be like a video factory and just start stamping out video widgets and just keep. Yeah, I think that's probably what some of them do. Like Kyle Peterson, I don't know if that guy ever sleeps. He's constantly releasing videos. Of course, he's got more subscribers. Probably he's built up a bigger base, so I'm sure he's raking in the money. But still, you can make it up in volume, maybe. Of course, you have to enjoy what you're doing too. That probably helps. So even if you get a lot of views, at least you enjoyed making the video and you like putting it online. I still haven't thought, because it sounds like there's maybe I don't really need the money per se, but it might be kind of fun to do some content. I don't know what I would do, but seems like a lot of work though. I'm also lazy. It's like, oh, I could make videos from my YouTube channel, or I could go play video games, watch TV, read a book. So that's my problem.
My wife is trying to get me to play her World of Warcraft game, but like I see her play, and I have absolutely no idea which character she is, or what all these buttons and bars at the top mean and all this stuff.
Is
like I don't
really complicated. I think it's a complicated. I've never played World of Warcraft.
I don't know how to follow anything on there, so I'm like, if I ever try to play that game, maybe I could find a way to kind of include that. Maybe I could become gamer guy. I don't know.
Game content is big. I mean, that's how Twitch.
I mean, I can become game guy, but like,
you could. Or do a cute video of like showing you how to play a video game, and look, oh, isn't my husband dumb? Those sell, right? Those are good videos, isn't it? Oh, look at the dummy doesn't know how to play WoW, and you get a lot of people. But they'd be watching your video.
I would get ridiculed so badly. Who the hell is this jackass trying to play? Because like I would, how when you're like playing it like these games, you're just like walking into the wall like this, and you're just trying to turn around, and then you finally do turn around, and you do this full 360, and you start walking back into the wall like this because you don't know how to operate the joystick.
That would be good content. People would make fun. They would be making fun of you, laughing at you, maybe, but a lot of people make a lot of money when people laugh at them. Just saying. I think I've seen that as a model. Maybe not video game wise, but usually it's the wife making fun of the husband, or I mean, it could be 2 dudes or 2 gals, but usually it's almost always making fun of the male. I'm not saying it's sexist or anything, but it's just a good punching bag. But you could do that if you're interested in the video games. My problem is I kind of started getting into video games a couple of years ago again for the first time in a long time, and I found a good game that I understand and knew how to do, and it was fun. And I don't want to learn a new game, so I'm kind of like that. I'm like, oh. My nephew and stuff is always like, oh yeah, you need to play this other game. Like, yeah, but then I have to learn how to play that one. I already know how to play this one. I'm lazy.
The only thing I'm thinking about playing, my MLB 2004 PlayStation game.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't played that sucker. Like I've said like a year. I don't know if it's actually been a year, but it just feels like it's been that long. It could be 6 months. It could be 9 months. It could be 15 months. I really don't know how long it's been. I know I started a new season a long time ago, and I only played probably 10 games, 20 games, 30 games. I don't remember. But I really need to get back on that sucker.
I was always terrible at finishing seasons. I always start them, and then I get bored and start over. I would never finish, no matter what sports game it was. If I had a season, I'm like, oh, I'm going to start a season and play through the whole time. And then I get bored and want to start over. I don't know.
I mean, I finished the season a lot, but
I always had that problem in SimCity 2. I don't know if you ever played those type of games. You'd start a city, and then you get bored, and I'd start over. I'd never try to see it to fruition. But maybe I had ADHD or something.
But usually around like the 110th game, that's usually when you really get bored, because usually I try to keep it very close. Like maybe my record is like, let's say 55. Let's say my at one point, let's say my record is 55 and 50 or something, and maybe I'm 3 games ahead in first place.
Oh, okay.
And then I just take off, and then I win like 15 straight games.
Wow.
and then I end up, finishing the season like 110 and 52 or something. Just and it become very unrealistic. And all five of my pitchers are 22 game winners or something. It just
Yeah.
everybody has 100 plus RBIs, and just like you really just take off and make the game really not real life esque,
Yeah.
and that's why it becomes unenjoyable to play. But in the very beginning, like I make all my stats very very believable. Um, high ERAs, low batting averages, not crazy home run power. Not everybody's driving in 18 runs a game, but maybe you have a losing record. Maybe you're like 6 games under and like 9 games out of first and in fourth place. So I try to make the game fun
Make it
because
realistic. You don't want to have a lineup of 90, 60 home run hitters or whatever, right? Like, well, okay, that's unrealistic. That can't happen in baseball.
that's why when I create these games, I don't have Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds on my team
Trade
because
for all of the power hitters, all the best players. Yeah.
they would all hit 125 home runs in that game. Legitimately, all hit 125 plus home runs. Like that's not fun. You put Ray Sanchez in that type of game, a guy that in real life would hit less than 2 home runs in a season.
I could give him a run for his money, and I'd hit 0 home runs. That's how
few
home runs he would hit.
Or Ray Ordonez, probably if he played 10 major league seasons, he would hit 0 home runs.
Right.
But Ray Ordonez in MLB 2004 would be like an 18 home run hitter for you.
Wow, can you imagine? You should have put in Rey Mysterio. That would be totally wacky then. Make a whole team of Rays only. You could replace the Rays with your own team of Rays instead of the RAY. You'd be the RUYs. Yeah, I know. Sometimes as a kid, I liked it because then you'd have, ludicrous, like, oh, my running back, Bo Jackson, whatever, had 40 touchdowns or something halfway through the year, some ridiculous stuff. Your quarterback would have a billion, But then it is less fun. You don't always recognize that as quickly as a kid. At least I didn't. But as an adult, you do. You're like, well, this is ludicrous. Like, this wouldn't happen. You want it to be more the simulation parts. You want it to be closer to the real thing, right? A little bit. You don't mind every once in a while having like a tremendous performance, but you want your team to go like 162-0. Well, that's not going to happen. What was the fun in that? You just ran away with the division, and then you just run away with the playoffs too. Win all those games, and be like the Dodgers or something. No, even the Dodgers. That's your point, right? Even the Dodgers, they only won 90-some games or whatever. They almost lost in the playoffs. They almost lost the World Series. Baseball's a hard enough sport, even when you're stacked. Still got to go out there and win. Do you see Kelvin's back? He's got some choices. I don't know if you saw him.
No, I haven't made it through all the comments yet.
But I'm not answering. His first two were easy for me, though, because he chose like 2 of my favorite bands, Led Zeppelin and 9 Inch Nails. Oh, Ross, the boss is in. Ross, the boss.
Yes, we got it here.
Tears for Fears. Oh, that's probably Tears for me. Yeah.
Let's see. Just got to the first one. First one, I'd have to go with I'd go with Led Zeppelin on this one.
But I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan, so unless you said like Led Zeppelin and Tool, maybe Tool's probably my favorite band still, but that would be tough. He needs to start throwing out there like Alice in Chains or Tool or Soundgarden. Well, I don't know, probably Alice in Chains over Soundgarden, maybe. That's tough.
Like I've done a tag team. I've done a tag team tournament before, but I don't know if I'm going to do another one again. Because the last one I did, I mean, I literally did like all the lines: Galoob, Hasbro, LJN, Remco, and I think I threw original San Francisco in there. And I don't know if I would try doing that again. I mean, I think the last one worked, but I think the mixed match, I don't know how I did it last time. So I think I had a little bit of a separation with like the 4 Horsemen, for example. Like I put Barry with Sid, I put Rick with Arn, for example, but I think one was fine. If I did a tag team tournament again, like I would probably do that probably years down the line. I think at this point, the only tournament I'm really interested in ever making is really Galoob, because, like I said, I've never made a Galoob tournament, and that's probably the only one I'm really eager to make.
And you throw in the sex toys company? I mean, the San Francisco Toys Company?
The sex
It always
toys
sounds
one.
like a sex toy. When I first heard that, I'm like, you guys collect sex toys? No, that's when the guy from Gloob took over and made his own. Oh, it's FTMs. Like, what? Oh, that's what the original San Francisco toy? Like, no, they're the first people to make, dildos or something. Like, really? No.
That's funny.
You have to include them too, right? I would think. Do you have some custom Gloob style too?
I do not have any customs.
Oh, not as popular for customs, are they?
I mean, I guess you could. I mean, you could customize them to, just like Elgin, but hey, Hurricane. I think that's Hurricane, but I'll call it Hurricane. Makes sense for me.
What, the snow coming? It's almost kind of like a. You getting any snow?
Just started a few hours ago. I mean, it's a light drizzle, not a whole lot.
Okay. They did say, because you're south of me, and it did sound like the southern parts were going to get more. Like southern Illinois was supposed to get hammered. They said don't go down there, which is in general a good idea, anyways. But have a seat, southern Illinois. No, but it's supposed to get. I think it's going to be south of us, even hopefully. Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna say Everybody Wants to Rule This World because it's one of my favorite. My brother Richard is such an asshole. Like every time I tried singing that song when I was a kid,
you can say that.
His little smart aleck response, no, just you.
Just you?
I'm like, every freaking time I'm trying to sing that song, no, just you. Like, Jesus Christ.
You want to punch him in the face.
Exactly.
How about that for a rule? I'll rule your face. How about that, buddy? Checking on the furnace, maybe?
Hey guys, so we have topped out at the 1 hour mark, and today was going to be a much shorter stream.
I can see some snow.
I'm gonna.
What?
My wife and I were having a really great day, and I didn't want to be away from her for too long, so I'm not going to do a full 2 hours today. But I am going to go through and make sure I read all of your guys' comments because I don't want to miss anything for today. So before I go, guys, I just want to make sure I catch up on everything. All right.
Oh, go log in. So I might stay here to do the watch along. So, Bum, you're going to start the watch along right after this then? I don't even know who's wrestling. I totally haven't been watching wrestling the past couple weeks. I used to watch at least Raw and keep up with it, but I don't even know who's wrestling. I'm not sure how much I care. Who's going to be on here? Orton. Who's that? Sheamus? No, Sami Zayn.
7 more hours.
Oh, they're still doing the intro. I haven't missed anything yet. They're still doing the intro. Oh, look, it's Gunther, the world's most boring wrestler that everybody likes for some reason. I still don't get why people like Gunther. I'm missing it.
8 total hours. It kind of is just this.
Ooh, Scorpions, Rocky Like a Hurricane. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, probably also Hurricane. Part of the reason I like Rocky Like a Hurricane is they always also played that when Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks would like score a goal, do something like that. Would come out onto the ice, they'd play "Here I Am, Rocky Like a Hurricane." One of my favorite hockey players, though. I think where's he at now? Is he still?
I'm gonna say Twisted Sister on that one, but I like both. I like both rock songs.
We've got a couple people there in the Maryland area. Are they supposed to get hit? Probably not till later. It's moving towards them.
Yeah, my wife was trying to show me the map yesterday of where this storm was headed. Like, it's coming all the way from Texas. It's coming all the way to I forget what she told me, Rhode Island, I think she said. And I swear to God, she was trying to be a little meteorologist. It was like the cutest thing in the world. And I'm like, you look at my wife talking all scientific and everything. I'm like, she's so freaking smart. You know what? I think I'm going to keep you for a while.
Keep you. Waddy's hot for the weather, girl. It is a pretty big storm, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty interesting. Like, large part of the country is talking about it because it's going to hit all of us in some shape or manner. I think we got a little bit of snow on the ground here, but it's not as bad. I think they're calling for at most maybe 4 inches. Giggity. But there are places that are talking feet, I think, potentially. Or ice. No ice here, it's too cold. I think today it got up to 8, maybe. Only ice I had was on my windows. I had some ice forming on the inside, unfortunately. I think because it's been. The heck is that? I got an Alexa going off in the other room. What did I say? Okay, did I say Alexa?
All right, guys. Yeah. That's it for now, guys. And I think it's good actually because I could really feel my back starting to go out too.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's been hurting the last couple hours, but like the last 20 minutes or so is like when I really started feeling it. So like I think it's a good time right now, anyways.
Need to go apply. You know what's good for back pain? You can apply some mayo onto your back.
Shoot.
Because we got Ross. He's talking about mayo sandwiches.
I would say some freaking icy hot, but I already have horror stories for freaking icy hot,
Oh,
so I
that's
can't
true.
do that.
I've heard that one. If you keep it on your back, it might do okay. Maybe do some drinking. Get comfortable and watch a movie or 12. Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if the wife and I can keep this this good movie balance going because I haven't watched any good movies for a long time, like really good movies off of these streaming services, and now we're 2 for 2. So I kind of want to keep this pace going. So
yeah, there just hasn't been a lot of good ones lately. I don't think that have gotten me interested.
no, so this is pretty good.
So what are you watching next? Do you think? Are you watched that Code 3 already? Or are you watching that next?
We saw it already.
Okay, and you recommend that? Wasn't too bad?
Yeah. So we just finished it like maybe like less than 10 minutes before the stream started.
Perfect. Yeah, I think I watched episode 4 of Tulsa King, so I'll probably watch that first. I'll probably do this watch along because they're just now starting the first match. It looks like Fatu's scowling in red.
Right on. All right, guys.
Bum's going to do a watch along, so if you get bored, if your movie sucks, turn on Bum and watch Saturday Night's Main Event with us.
Hey, if she jumps on her computer, that's probably exactly what I'm going to end up doing.
Ross is recommending Camp Candy. I think that sounds familiar. I don't know. Drawing a blank, but Camp Candy.
Is that a new movie or is that an older movie?
That's not that. Well, there's also a John Candy documentary, but I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, it's a TV. Is it the TV show Camp Candy? Oh, did he actually do a voice? That'd be funny. Yeah, okay. Associated with Frostback Productions with comedian John Candy providing the voice for an animated version of himself. I've never seen this one. Yeah, that's the one. An old Camp Candy. And he did do the voice. John Candy did the voice of himself in there. This sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think I ever saw it. That's cool. He recommends Camp Candy. I wonder if that's streaming anywhere, though. It's amazing what is and isn't streaming. It says NBC syndication, so I don't know if that's a Peacock thing or. Oh, check it out. Like 1989, it looks like maybe was when it was starting. 3 seasons. Yeah,
well, I gotta go out and get Peacock, man. Like, is this something that's like worth a subscription?
I don't know anymore.
It seems like everything's on that channel.
With the is Cody Rhodes in this? With they losing the backlog of the wrestling, I don't quite care about Peacock as much. Plus, I think House isn't on there anymore because I'm like, what? Sometimes I'll just watch like old reruns of stuff I've already seen, and so as that catalog diminishes, I'm like, I'm not sure if I watch a lot of new shows on Peacock. I don't know anymore. I figure if I can afford it, I'll subscribe. But I think Bum was saying he's going to cancel it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I keep going back and forth because, like the other ones, Paramount has some current shows I'll watch. I think Hulu does too. Apple TV does. In fact, I think that one, For All Mankind, the sci-fi one where Russia beats us to the moon, that's coming back, I think, in March. So I'm kind of excited for that. So I don't know anymore. But my Peacock, I signed up for a year, so I got time to wait. It's not due till I think August.
Cool.
Save money. I do it for a year.
Well, I'll pass on my notes. All right, guys. Yeah, man. I'm gonna head out. Like,
join the movies.
Yeah, my back is acting up really bad now, so I'm gonna go put some icy hot or something on it. See what I could do. Biofreeze. That's what I'm gonna use.
Oh, I've heard that's good. Usually for me, it's my face that hurts. Usually that's what people complain about. My face. See, it's better when you put yourself down. Right? I was gonna say, are you sure it's not your face that hurts because it's killing me?
I appreciate it, guys.
Oh, right.
Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Sorry for the shorter stream. Hopefully I will feel a little bit better on Monday.
Charles
And
Robinson.
yeah, I was expecting a short stream today, but if there's no stream on Monday, I'll let you guys know. But I don't expect any issues with Monday and regular schedule per usual. And I guess I'll talk to y'all guys then. All right, everybody. El, thank you.
Thanks,
Everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Stay safe this weekend. You got winter storms on the way.
Absolutely.
Stay indoors, catch up on your movies like Waddy's doing, I guess. Hibernate.
Take care, everybody.